2000 Mount Carmel High School Golden Aces football is brought to you by Robert Walter Furniture, Shell and Dirt Energies, Harris Insurance, Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel, Bishop Motors, the Airport, the Apothecary Shop, Taco Tierra, the Daily Republican Register, Mount Carmel Public Utility, Fifth Third Bank, SK Smith Electric, and by Wabash General Hospital, Edward Jones, George W. Woodcock, Shirtlift Manor, and by the voice of the Aces, Star 100.5 FM, WSJD. 2000 Golden Aces football is a special copyrighted sports telecast of UPS-12 WCJT and Wabash Communications.
Barber kicking off with Robinson, and this game is underway. Robinson almost slipped as he delivered the kick. It bounces off the helmet of Sarver, picks it up on the bounce of the 20, and is dropped at the 26-yard line. That's where Pana takes over, 1st and 10 from the 26. David Sarver is the big running back, 5'8", 165, a senior. He has almost 800 yards this year. Joel Sinclair has almost 500, 6-foot senior. He's number 3. The quarterback is Steve Carroll, number 4, 5'8", 160-pound senior. Josh Evans is the big wide receiver, 6'4", 170. He is a junior. And Aaron Brownback also will be in the backfield a lot, a 5'10", 175-pound junior. Now they line it up with a wing to the right, backs in the deuce, and there is the quarterback wants to throw. He's under hot pursuit. He escapes, now runs and fires on the run. Over the head, no, maybe still
picked off.
Picked off by Howard at the 40, upended at the 35. Howard picked it off of the receiver, and the ball was floating, and Jake Howard with the interception.
Just a great play again.
Man.
Little misdirection, a roll out to the left, and the kid had to throw back across his body, tried to lob it up like we talked about to Evans, and Jake was covering the deep receiver. The ball was overthrown. Jake made a nice play to the ball.
Yeah, it was hard to tell that it was intended for Evans at all. Kind of floated between them and the long man who went for the ball, and Howard literally took it away from him. Now the Aces line it up 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. The backs are in the full ball, and everybody pulled in tight. Tarleton, the quarterback, and he hands off to the up back, and that is Crumley almost breaking it inside the 25 down to the 20. He came within a step of busting it for a score. That is a gain of 14 yards, and may call it 16 yards and a first down.
Sinclair on the tackle, first down.
So the Aces line it up in a no huddle. They line it up 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 20. Backs are in the bone, everybody in. Strong side left, and here is the handoff. And that is Grant getting the call to the right side to around the 16. That's where he'll get forward progress. We'll call it the 17. Give him 3, 2nd down. So the Aces off and running.
Well, again, right back to the football again. No huddle, it's fast break football. You got to like it. And something we tried, we ran a little bit last week, Scott.
2nd down and 7 now for the Aces. Backs in the bone. Balance line, and there's a handoff, and John Adams gets his first call. Almost escapes. May have the first down near the 11-yard line. Looks like he'll be shy. Gain of 2, 3rd down. Well, we mentioned at the outset, the defense got its chance to make the first big move of the game, and Jake Howard did on the first play. His 5th interception of the year.
3rd and 2.
Now 3rd and a long 1 for the Aces. Tarleton keeps him in the bone and will option to the right. Going to keep himself, trying to angle. He might be brought down shy. It's going to be close. He's right on the marker over there at the 10. One of the players on the stop, Jake Sinclair. They may measure. Let's see.
Randy Bike on the call said it's short, I think.
We have an official.
And the officials will measure. They've got to bring the chains a whole whopping 15 feet onto the field.
I think Randy kind of signaled down to the coaching staff saying he thought it was a little bit short, so we'll see here.
And it's over on the far side. It is a first down.
First down, Mount Carmel.
Randy needs LASIK surgery.
Well, don't hold me to that now. I mean, don't be running up to Randy and say, hey, now, Coach made you look bad. Don't do that to me.
1st and 10 on the measurement. Line of scrimmage just inside the 10, so it is 1st and goal. Tarleton sets the club down with the up back. Crumley pulled up high in the bone. And there is Tarleton handing off. Adams almost had the ball stripped. Now darts back towards the middle. Still on his feet, churning. Forward progress to around the 6.
John Adams, the
Adams
ball
took almost a near disaster and turned it into a 4 or 5 yard gain, 2nd and goal. We're just underway here. Jake Howard picked off a Pana pass on the first play from scrimmage. Now the Aces have the ball at the Panthers 5.
It is
2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Crumley joins Adams and Kirkman in the bone backfield now. Kirkman in and one of the halfback slots, and Tarleton options. Nope, handed off instead. And ball carrier near the 2. Is that John Adams or was that Crumley? The fullback down near the 2-yard line, gain of 3. And it's 3rd and goal from there. Up front tonight for the Aces, Yale Epler at center. Aaron Morris at one of the guard spots. Chris Johnston on the other side at tackles. Josh Wood, who has really come on as the season has progressed.
Sean Morgan at left tackle.
Well, he is in the game. Well, how about that? I was going to say Tyler Haycraft, who may have started. Now Kirkman gets the call, and he's in. Touchdown.
Adams, touchdown, Aces!
So a touchdown for the Aces on a 1-yard run for John Adams, and the Aces lead 6-0. So the Howard interception set Mount Carmel up a short drive. And it's a quick lead for the Aces. Now Howard will hold for Tracy Robinson. Here comes the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. And it's good. The Aces have a 7-0 lead. We've played barely 2.5 minutes. 9:26 to go. First frame. Aces lead 7-0. Back in a moment.
Is your exclusive full-service GoWell salon. We use and recommend GoWell products, providing intelligent care for hair. Our expert hairstylists can style your hair any way you want or make suggestions as to what look works best for you. Permanents, highlights, coloring, GoWell has over 64 natural and fashion tones to choose from. Enjoy our GoWell products at home or slip into comfort with body care products from Repressage. The Hairport is the area's finest full-service beauty salon. Call 262-8862 today. That's 262-8862.
Robert Walter Furniture Company has some great deals on quality name brand furnishings. Bob has just returned from market and is having a store-wide clearance sale to make room for new furniture, which will be arriving soon. Stop in and check out the market specials. New dining room suites, bedroom suites, and lamps are just a few examples of the new merchandise which will be arriving soon at Robert Walter Furniture Company. Robert Walter Furniture Company, 524 Market Street, serving Wabash County since 1868 with brand name furniture at low prices.
David Sarver returned the kickoff.
David Sarver finds the going rough on the return for the Panthers. He's down at around the 20. That's where Pana takes over, 1st and 10.
You know, just looking at a few little things here. Look at the football.
And 10 for
Look
Pana
at the
at their own 20-yard line.
The Pana's using. That thing looks like it's been used in Tim Buss's yard with all the boys. Look at that thing.
It's seen better days. Do we have a lineman problem here, or they may have to waste a timeout? Looks like Pana does.
Timeout, Pana.
So Gerald Tidwell's squad wastes a timeout. Looks like they didn't have enough players on the field. Timeout, Pana. We'll be right back to the stadium in a moment. Aces lead 7-0.
Dear Shell, my name is Ann Cochran, and I have an idea. Give away free gas as a way of thanking loyal customers. I mean, loyalty should count for something, right? Every month we get free gas. What do you think?
Let it roll down the highway.
Oh,
Let it roll.
that's my second idea.
Roll, roll, roll.
There, faked a reverse, and he probably wishes he would have handed it off. He's drilled for a loss back on the 14-yard line. A big loss by the Panthers, 2nd down now and 16.
John Adams just came flying through that time, and a big hit in the backfield that time.
5-yard loss on the play. It'll be
so now 2nd and long for the Panthers, and not much is going Pana's way so far.
Line. 2nd down.
Aces lead 7-0. Mount Carmel picked off Pana's first pass on their first play on their last series. Now they're 2nd and 16. Now with the ball the second time around. Josh Evans checks out wide to the right. Wings both ways for the quarterback, Carroll, now man in motion, and Brown back.
We have flags
as
on the
he
play.
takes off, a flag is down, and it is too much time on Pana.
Delay game called against.
So not only did they have to call a
Panthers,
timeout because an offensive lineman wasn't in place, now
puts the ball
they don't
on
get the playoff in time. And it is
It'll
2nd down and 21 now. Line of scrimmage at the 9-yard line.
He's kind of self-destructing a little bit. And then once again, you'll see Conrad walk up in that fool look and Nebraska fool look. Speaking of Nebraska, they will not be #1 next week, sports fans.
Oklahoma leads the Cornhuskers 31-14. Ouch. Second and long, one setback, and quarterback rolls, fires out of the backfield. It's too high over the head of the receiver, Sinclair, and out of bounds. Robinson and Adams on the coverage. It'll be third and long now.
From quarterback Steve Carroll.
Aces ranked 4th in the final
Brings up a
Class
third down
3A
now
poll
for
of the
a
year.
3rd and 20.
They're also seeded
their own
4th.
10.
They are the top 8-1 seed. There are 3 undefeated teams in the playoffs in the field of 32.
Did you see how many undefeated teams there were in Class 4A?
Oh, there's
like
yeah,
11.
Yeah. So it's a vast difference. I think there's 10 in 2A. Now third and long for the Panthers. And there is Carroll, a handoff. And nothing for the ball carrier. Look at this, a swarm of aces drag him down. Was that Sinclair on the run? There's Kirkman getting up off the pile up after the run by Sinclair. Almost a collision in the backfield. He's dropped at the 8. And now it's 4th down and 22 to go.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. It'll be 4th
They're going to have
down
to give
and
up the
22.
football, and Fitzpatrick is now standing
Back
6
to
yards
punt
deep in his end
is
zone.
Joe Fitzpatrick.
Howard is one of 2 Aces players deep. There's the kick from the end zone by Sinclair. And there comes Drone to retrieve the ball at the 35. He's dropped at the 32. Good coverage by Pana, though, once they did get the kickoff. And a very little return by Drone, but the Aces set it up in great shape at the 32. 1st and 10, Mount Carmel from there. Well, we jumped on Robinson early. Led 15-0, and 29-7. In big games, we tended to jump on teams. We jumped on Ollie early. Did not jump on Salem early.
Aces.
That took a while. Now 1st and 10. Here comes Brewer checking out wide to the left side. We go with a double wing set, one set back Crumley. And now Adams in motion, and Tarleton hands off. Crumley powers his way over the right side, bounding inside the 28 to the 25-yard line. Mark Crumley.
Well, when they walk those safeties all the way up on the outside, it's teams have had trouble getting to the outside against these guys. You'll see us run that fullback and run up inside. We'll run a lot of midline options. We'll do a lot of things up the gut today.
Grant and Adams are the wings. Grant in motion. Uh-oh, looks like a little motion. No, we got away with it. Now Crumley, big hole, is going to score. 10-5, touchdown. Mark Crumley, the fullback. Well, we were just implying it was going to be a big day for Crumley, and it certainly is starting out that way. A touchdown run for Crumley, and the Aces are off and running 13-0. Yards on the touchdown run. Now Robinson will come in to try the point after. Here comes the snap to Howard. It's down. There's the kick. And Tracy's 2 for... Nope. He got it. I thought I saw the official out front signal no good, but it is good. And it's 14-0 Mount Carmel. Off and running with 7:16 to go in the first period. Back in a moment.
Too many life insurance policies are pre-fitted, pre-sized, pre-fabricated. Why try to fit into a policy like this when you can find a plan that fits you? Celestial Life from Pekin Insurance is tailored to suit your needs. You determine your premiums, benefits, and level of coverage. Celestial Life from Pekin Insurance. Life insurance that fits.
Contact your Pekin Insurance agent, Mike Harris, at Harris Insurance Agency at their new location, 231 North Mulberry, 262-7735.
When a coach builds a winning football team, he uses quality players. When local contractors start a job, they depend on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality concrete ready mix. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel is the only area concrete producer certified by the National Ready Mix Association. Local industry like the power plant and Toyota have come to depend on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality ready mix concrete. It's the most concrete idea in town. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel says, go Aces!
They say to have a success.
The kick for Mount Carmel. Tracy Robinson skies it long. It's taken at around the 5 by Pana Spud Waddington to the 15-20, 25-30 over that mark to around the 30 Well, they may mark him all the way
The
back
kickoff
and around
return
the,
was handled by
see where they
Spud
mark him, the
Walton.
31's where he goes down. Well, Rick, I agree with you.
Brings the ball
Looks like
out
we
to
had
the
motion on the
31
left side of our
yard
line.
of Pana.
Brewer
They'll
was one I
take
happened
over
to see. It
first
looked
and
like we
10
left, but we got away with
at
it.
their own
Well, yeah, I think there
31-yard
was
line.
definitely some movement over there on the right side, and surprisingly, no flag. Maybe that's why there was such a big hole for Carmel to run through that time, huh?
The Aces lead 14-0. Pana with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Wing to the right, offset, and there's a handoff. The up back plaza to the 35 to the 37-yard line. Well, that's about the best bit of misdirection
Sarver,
we've
the
seen
ball
by
carrier
Pana. They've
for
struggled, but Sarver
Pana
there
on
with
that last play.
some running room finally, about 7 yards, 2nd down.
Tackle
Our
by
fans,
the
you really got to
Aces
watch the
Kirkman.
football because the backfield does
Gain
do
of
a
6
good
yards
job
on the
of
play.
carrying
It'll be
out
2nd
fakes.
down
A lot of
and
times they'll
4
hand the ball to
for Pana.
the fullback just like they did there, and they'll still go ahead and carry that fake out. So you really got to watch the football here from the stands.
Sarver had 752 yards during the regular season. And there is the handoff. Ball carrier Sinclair again to the 40. That was Sarver on the carry that time, a gain of about 3.
Sarver again,
And it'll
the
be
ball
3rd and
carrier
1 for Pana.
Pana.
First time these two teams have ever
Kirkman
played
on the stop again for
here
the
today.
Aces. Brings up a 3rd
And the
down
fans
now
continue
for
to
Pana,
come in.
3rd and
Beautiful
1
day for football.
at their own 40-yard line.
3rd and 1, line of scrimmage the 40. The winner of this game faces Quincy Notre Dame next Saturday in round 2. 2 setbacks. Oh, look at this. What a hit. As soon as he got the ball, is that Conrad shooting through? Who got it?
That was Conrad.
No, the initial hit. Man
Carrying the
alive.
ball was David Sarver for
did
Pana.
nothing. Dropped all the way back at the 38-yard line. It's
Bates
4th and
Kirkman
3.
on the tackle for the Aces.
Well,
Lost
again,
on the
it's
play
just a
and
little
bring up
fullback
a
trap
4th
inside,
down.
and you know, Conrad will walk up in there, walk up in there, walk up in there, and all of a sudden he'll come about every 3rd time, and well, that time he just came untouched.
Back to punt is Joe Fitzpatrick.
Now Fitzpatrick back to do the punting for the Panthers. Drone deep for the Aces. And flags fly as he takes the snap.
Yeah,
the
flags on the
officials whistle
play.
the play to a halt. And it goes against the Panthers, 5 yards.
Illegal procedure has been called against Pana.
So this will mark them back to the 33-yard line,
That's
make it
a
4th and 9.
5-yard penalty.
And now Howard and Drone move up to their own
Still
40.
4th down. Fitzpatrick back to punt.
The Ace is off to a very good start. Howard picked off the first play of the day, a pass by Pana. Now Carmel has rolled since. Fitzpatrick, high kick. Howard's going to let it bounce. Pana will touch it and down it inside the 40 and around the 39. That's where the Aces take over. Pretty good start.
And Pana downs the ball in Aces territory.
Now
at
Carmel
their
is
own
8 and 1.
39-yard
Pana
line.
is 6 and
Now
3.
Carmel will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
Pana last in the playoffs in 1998. They're back now. Tarleton in at quarterback for the Aces. They line it up in the straight bone. And there's a handoff. Adams bounces off the right side across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
John Adams, the ball carrier.
John
for the
Adams,
Aces.
who had over 1,200 yards during the regular season, gains a couple, 2nd down.
Again, we just been in that no huddle, and
on the stop.
basically what John will do is he'll call a play, and
2nd down for
we'll
the
just
Aces.
decide which side we're going to.
Now the back stay on the bone. Back to throw, has time, wings it long for Schnarry. He's got it at the 35, 30, 25, dragged down from behind.
Good
Down the
play,
right
pass.
sideline. 20-yard line.
First down.
First
no
pass play of the
trouble.
night goes 5 yards. From Tarleton to Schnarry. First down Aces.
Well, we just kind of
It'll
lull you
be
to sleep,
first
lull
and
you to
10
sleep with that
Aces
running
at the
game. All of a
Pana
sudden, we got a tight end
21-yard
standing
line.
behind the
First and
defense
10,
that
Mount
time.
Carmel.
Excellent delivery that time. Nice route by Nick Snarry.
Now Brewer checks out wide to the left. We go into a double wing with one setback. That's Adams and Kirkman, the wings, and Crumley is the setback. And there's a handoff, countering back to the left side. Kirkman gets away from one, but that slowed him up, and Pana converged and knocked him for a
Kirkman, the
loss
ball
back at the
carrier for the
24-yard
Aces.
line. Tyler was slowed up, dealing with the
Brandon
first man to
Smith
hit
on
him
the
and
tackle.
did not have time to escape. Loss of 4,
Loss
2nd
of
and
3 on the
14.
play. It'll be second down now for the Aces.
Again, the Aces without a huddle, step right up. Now Brewer. Again, wide left. Two wings, and Crumley the setback. And now Kirkman in motion. Tarleton two-step drop. High
wide
left pass
open.
for Brewer. He is wide open. He catches a touchdown. Brewer caught the ball at the
Completed
5
pass
and
for a touchdown.
branched into the end zone, and the Aces have scored again, a 24-yard pass play. Two passes on this drive by Tarleton, and Pater for Brewer. It's 20-0 Mount Carmel here in the first period.
And boy, you talk about getting people in the wrong alignments that time, just wide open that time. Michael Brewer in that little out, just a little wheel route out there from the outside.
Al Howard will hold for Robinson. He'll try to tack on his third straight point after. Here comes the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. And it's good. 21-0 Aces with 3:45 to go here in the first period of play. We'll be back in a moment.
And the
Show me the money. This is Rodney Bishop of Bishop Motors inviting you to stop by and check out our fine selection of used cars, trucks, and vans.
You'll find quality program vehicles from major manufacturers at Bishop Motors, plus vehicles as low as $24.95. Our quality selection and prices can't be beat.
Show me the money.
Remember to show him the green because Rodney needs the money. Stop by and see Rodney today at Bishop Motors, Highway 15, west of the intersection of 9th and Poplar in Mount Carmel.
Show me the money.
The Golden Aces offensive line is well known for protecting the quarterback. The apothecary shop is well known for protecting local residents from illness and injuries. Ann Henning and her professional staff take the time and care needed when it comes to your prescription and over-the-counter medications. And if you're sacked and unable to get out, the apothecary shop has free citywide delivery. Or if you're running the hurry-up offense, there's always the apothecary shop's drive-up window. Easy in, easy out. The apothecary shop. Call 263-3838 or stop by at 217 East 9th Street.
Off to Pana.
Aces lead 21-0 and a long kick by Robinson.
Big time.
That drives Waddington back inside his 5. He's got a huge hold, though, to the 35-40. Ooh, he almost broke it. Robinson brings him down with a single leg tackle at the 45, or Pana might have been on the board. Spud Waddington had a big hold.
Boy, that's one of those times where you almost outkick your coverage. That was a booming kick, almost to the goal line, and they had a nice little seam that time. That's why your kicker's always that last guy, huh?
And Tracy did a good job to bring him down. Now Pana has its best start of the day. They lined it up 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Wing to the right. 2 in the backfield, and there's a handoff to the second man through, and that is Waddington again, countering back to the right across the 50. Right on the first down marker at the Aces 45. He's very close. And that's the
Conrad on the tackle
best offensive play by Pana after their big return. First down.
That is their first down, Scott.
Couple of scores to report. Metamora leads Carmine Class 4A only 21-14. And Springfield Griffin leading only 7-0. Wing one way. Here's the give to the running back, and Waddington bumped down in the backfield by Adams. He's stopped there around the line of scrimmage at the 45.
Adams on the tackle.
Adams bumped him hard. He went down. Then Crumley brought him down for the stop. No gain, 2nd and 10. Also, Flora leading Massac County 17-14 in Class 3A. DuQuoin 7, Hillsboro nothing. And in 2A, Edwards County and Staunton are scoreless, 0-0 early on. 2nd and 10 here, wing to the left. And there is the quarterback handing off. Waddington is tripped up as he goes through. Straw got him as he was trying to counter back to the left side, and the ball carrier fell just to the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard to the 44, 3rd and 9. Good play by Straw.
Spud Waddington.
I think the biggest thing, Scott, is there's a difference in quickness here. There's a difference in quickness when we're on offense, looking at that a little bit slower defense, especially from linebacker position for Pana. And here our backers are really getting to the football without much trouble at all.
It's 3rd and 9. Now a wing and a wide receiver, the big 6'4" wideout Evans is looking for the pass. There's the lob his way, and the's a bump with Howard. No flags, and incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
And it'll be 4th down, downfield at around the 25.
But like we said, they just like it alley-oop, throw it up there and see what happens. And well, I don't know if you saw the catch that the Oklahoma kid made today in the first half. It was unbelievable. The ball thrown just like that, goes up, tips it, falls down, the ball comes down and lands on him.
Oh, my.
He catches it while on his rear.
Pure athleticism there, huh?
Wait, well, either that or it could be like you and I falling down and catch it.
Now it's 4th down. The Panthers are going to have to give up the football. And back to do the punting will be Joe Fitzpatrick now. The Panthers have called timeout. I don't think they had enough players on the field again, did they? No, here comes one player out. Maybe they didn't have enough again. Well, another timeout on the field. 2:04 to go, first period. Aces lead 21-0. Back in a moment.
For local news and advertising, subscribe to the Mount Carmel Register. There's something for everyone in the pages of the Register. Local news, school happenings, governmental issues, entertainment opportunities, sports, classified ads, and human interest stories. Turn to Wabash County's daily newspaper, The Register. To subscribe, call 262-5144 and read highlights of this game from sports editor Bob Livingston and see photos of the next issue of The Register. To subscribe, call 262-5144. Wabash County's daily newspaper is The Register.
Locked on and tracking.
They found me!
They don't have to obey the law.
Time to boot up and be brilliant.
LAPD will be able to do all of this in about 10 years.
They just have to enforce it.
This guy's behind half the crime in the United States.
Everything is for sale on the internet, including you. This fall, DD goes to the next level.
This changes everything.
MurderIncorporated.com. Level 9. Access granted October 2000 on UPN.
The Pana punter retrieved by drone at around the 12. He slipped out on the turf here at Riverview and goes down around the 16. That's where the Aces take over, 1st and 10. Now Carmel leads 21-0 with 1:56 to go here in the first frame.
It'll be Mark Carmel's
Aces
ball,
looking for their 9th win of the year.
Yard line.
Well, we haven't been stopped yet. This is our 4th possession. We're going for 4 scores here, Scott.
2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Adams has scored. Crumley has scored. Michael Brewer, a 24-yard catch for a touchdown now. Tarleton sets the club down. 1st and 10. Handoff. John Adams chugging to the right side. Turns it up. Over the 20 to around the 24. Gain of about. Call it 7 on the play. 2nd down. Now Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Kirkman is a wing to the left. The backs are in the offset, and here is Tarleton's call. Whoa, some forward progress by Crumley. He tried to stay in motion, go off to the left, but the flags flew, and it'll cost the Aces.
They got to pick it up.
That's what they called. Now, he took a step and then went to the left. Was he?
Yeah, but he went into motion.
Well, but I think he still took more than a step forward, though, I think is what you're saying. Because I think he kind of took another diagonal step forward, I think, right? Aren't you allowed the 1 step? And you've got to go off?
Don't know what the rule is.
Well,
obviously, I don't know what the rule is.
Well, keep in mind, they may not, but they threw the flag, and it's 2nd down and 8. And there's Tarleton, pass to the right side, off Storkman's hands, incomplete. On a little
incomplete pass.
Turned into a square out, but I'm not sure that's where Tarleton wanted the ball. 3rd down now.
Get some other scores there, don't you? Did you?
I think I finally got it. And we mentioned Oklahoma.
Up 31-14.
Now for the Aces. 3rd and 9, Mount Carmel.
Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Storkman to the right. It's 3rd down. Tarleton's back to throw. Wings it for Storkman. He catches it. Tries to turn it up. 1st down near the 30-yard line. Storkman on that 2nd effort after that little button hook catch. Turned it up and got the extra yards he needed. 1st down, Aces now to the...
Tarleton
He came out side. We missed time, caught and spun back middle and made the guy miss. Nice little route there by Clayton Storkman.
A 9-yard play. Well, the Aces sent Brewer out wide left, and there's a handoff. Ball carrier fighting hard for yards, and not many of them there. That was Tyler Kirkman.
Kirkman, the ball carrier for the Aces.
He gets forward progress to the 32, give him 1, 2nd down.
Patrick
2nd and 9.
On the tackle for Pana.
There's been some great first-round games over the years, but the Aces and a lot of playoff memories to remember. Greg Seaton on this field in 1980 against Harrisburg comes to mind with a big touchdown run. He scored in the game. It was a classic game. Now Adams had a little trouble with the footing as he tries to get outside to the left. It looks like he did not have solid footing. Pana was on him. He's down at the 31. Maybe no gain. That's what we'll call it, 3rd and 11.
Well, Jim Payne over didn't move an inch, did he?
And that is the end of the first period of play here at Riverview Stadium. A little added sound effect here we have. I like the headphones. I like having the headphones on now. The end of the first frame here at the stadium. Mount Carmel leads Pana 21-0.
I'm Rena Bever, candidate for Wabash County Circuit Clerk. You may know me as a music teacher and director. What you may not know is that after growing up on a farm and before moving here with my as a college dean of oversee budgets and motivate staff, and I've developed the business sense and attention to detail which are required to run an efficient circuit clerk's office. After 17 years, it's time for a change in that office, and I believe I'm qualified to make that change. Vote for me, Rena Bever, for circuit clerk on November 7th.
Mount Carmel Public Utility Company reminds you that when you have a loss of service, please report it. If there is no storm going on, it would be helpful to check to see if your neighbors are also out before calling. Mount Carmel Public Utility personnel will always call back when service is restored, so that you can reset clocks, turn off unneeded lights and appliances, and generally check that everything is okay. This message courtesy of your friends at Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Swing past to Kirkman on 3rd and long, and he's got a first down the left side to the 50, 45, 40. They're going to mark him out of bounds way back at the 47. He was going down the left sidelines thinking he'd made it, but he gets only a 16-yard pickup for the first down to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces.
At the Mount Carmel 47-yard line.
The Aces do have the first down, though. That was a 3rd down conversion. Now Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Grant's in as a wing back. And there is a handoff. Countering back to the right side, Adams. He's to midfield to the 50. Gain of about 3. And it'll be second down from there. So a 16-yard pickup on the play before, and then a 3-yarder by Adams makes it 2nd and 7.
Well, you just help me out there, don't you?
Sure.
You help me out there.
I knew you were on the phone.
Yeah.
2nd and 7.
Down, Aces.
2 wings now. Kirkman in motion. Crumley the setback. There's the pitch from Tarleton to Tyler. Lowers his head. Banged out of bounds and around the paint of 45-yard line.
For the Aces.
Well, they'll mark him back a little further, back at the 47, so give him only another long 2. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Aces. Here comes Acre in at tight end on the left side now.
Brings up a 3rd down now for Mount Carmel.
Aces are going to try to bang it here.
3rd and 5.
Watch for Crumley here.
They line it up in the bone, and here is the handoff instead to Adams. Tries to find a little running him to the right side.
Tyler
Not much there as he probed his way to the 45-yard line. Give him gain of 2, and it creates a 4th and an interesting 3, a long 3 from here.
That'll bring up a 4th down
from the 45.
And Grant checks in for Tyler Kirkman, who is limping off the field a little.
So this is a go for it down for the Aces now.
And
early in the second quarter, Mount Carmel ahead 21-0.
Let's see if we got some discipline here. We're going to go on 2, huh?
Double tight, backs in the bone, and Tarleton follows the lead. First down on the option inside the 40 down to the paint of 35. Nice run by Tarleton, and a 4th down conversion for the Aces.
Or we'll go on first sound, huh? Or we'll go on the first sound instead of going on 2.
And it worked, and Tarleton optioned his way to the first down. 35
brings up first down
is where the ball is resting at that yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back stay in the bone. Where we've had much of our success tonight. There's handoff Adams over the left side, tripped up from behind. Pulled down from behind at around the 33. Give him a gain of
on the tackle
4, 2nd down. Quincy Notre Dame last night had a wild game. 2 overtimes.
And 6 for the Aces.
And they beat Breeze Mater Dei 18-12.
And the guy standing behind us
is the coach. They're here scouting today. John Hart was in Quincy last night. He flew up for the game. Now Tarleton, long pass for Schnarry, off his hands, incomplete in a crossing pattern, and around the 6-yard line.
From Tarleton
and it'll be
Schnarry.
3rd down, just off his hands.
Well, again, got behind the defense and once again, and just slightly overthrown. Good protection. I mean, we're wheeling him out there, pulling that guard. Guard sitting down in front. We've got all day to pass
Brings
back
up
there.
a third down
Tarleton
now
with
for the
one
Aces,
touchdown
3rd and
already
6.
to his credit in the air today. Has Brewer wide left now. Grant in motion to the left, and Tarleton hands off. Crumley almost broke it, but was
Mark
leg
Crumley
tackled.
carrying the
And he
ball
rolls
for Mount
inside
Carmel.
the 30 down to the paint at 29-yard line.
Rhodes again on the tackle.
He came very close to scoring a touchdown up the middle. As it is, it's 4th and another long 3. We converted the last time in this position.
Again,
Tarleton on the
brings up a
keeper.
4th down for the Aces, and they're going
Tarleton,
for
who
it.
was
4th
injured
down,
against
Mount Carmel.
Flora, played only 2 plays against Salem, then returned against Robinson, hands it off. Adams trying to get around on the right side. His knee went down, though.
John Adams, the ball
At
carrier.
around the 27.
Sarver on the
And
tackle.
it doesn't look like he made it. The officials are going to eyeball it.
And
He did
Pana
not make
holds
it.
the
Pana
Aces.
gets the ball, first down. So the Aces
Pana holds the Aces,
turn it over on
and they'll
down.
take
John
over.
Hart, look at this. He's upset at that spot. He thinks perhaps it should be a first down.
At the
I think he wanted to
26-yard
at
line
least
of
measure
Pana.
it.
26-yard line of Pana, 1st and 10 for the
So
Panthers.
first down for the Panthers, and that is one of the rare times today the Aces have been stopped on offense. So now here come the Panthers, led by quarterback Steve Carroll. And there's a handoff, powering his way over the right side, a little running room up to the 29-yard line. The ball carrier is Sarver, now wearing number 34.
Sarver,
Gain of
the
about
ball carrier
3, 2nd and 7.
That last play for Pana. Drone and Conrad on the tackle for the Aces.
Well, it's surprising, too. John Adams had 9 carries, only 25 yards so far
Gain of 3 on the
in this
play.
contact. Mark
2nd
Crumley,
and 7.
on the other hand, is looking at 65 yards on 5 carries.
Sarver expected to get over the 800-yard mark today on the year for the Panthers. Now 2nd and 6, and there's a handoff. Boy, the way the quarterback
looked like the ball was maybe
back,
loose.
like it was loose on the ground, but no fumble ruled by the
Sarver
referee.
again, the
Sarver
ball
had it,
carrier for
and he's down at the
Pana.
20, 30-yard line, so it is a loss on the
Most
play
of
of
the
about
Aces
2
been
or
on that
3,
last
3rd
tackle.
and 7.
Brings up
We're
a
down
3rd
to
down now
8:05 to go in the
Panthers.
first half. Aces lead 21-0, scoring the first 3 times they had the ball. Jake Howard intercepted the first pass of the day on the first play by Pana. Now Carmel took it in after that, and we've never looked back. 3rd down, and Carroll fires, crossing pattern for Evans. The big 6'4" man gets away from one. Now he's struck down. Let's see where they mark the progress. Not much for him after all that, to
Completed
around the
pass
32.
From Carroll to Evans.
And it'll be 4th down from
Robinson
there.
defending
Gain
on
of a
the
few
tackle
on
for
that
the
pass
Aces.
play to Josh Evans, a 6'4" wide receiver.
That'll bring up a 4th down now for
4th and
Pana.
5, gain of 2, and the Panthers are going to give it up. Dropping deep for the Aces, Drone back at his own 40.
Fitzpatrick is back to punt.
Fitzpatrick on to do the punting. And here's the snap. And the kick. High. Drone waits for it at his own 31. Now moves to the left, 35. And is brought down from behind at the 36
Luke
by Tim
Drone
Warren.
returning the punt.
That's where the Aces
for the
take over.
Aces.
Don't forget TV12 replays
Warren
the
on the
game this
tackle.
evening at 6 and Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. We have one of the Flora players slow to get up, but he has made it to his feet, Wes Castle.
I told you these guys would look like Flora, didn't I?
That's right.
Mark
If
Crumel
we
will
get any
take over
ambulance
on their
runs
own
on the field, then it
36-yard line.
will
It'll be 1st and
resemble
10
Flora.
Well,
Aces
you
at their
actually
own
you had a
36.
Freudian slip there. You said one of the Flora players
Did
was
I really?
down. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
didn't know
told you.
that.
Now, I painted a pretty good picture there,
That's,
didn't I?
thank you very much for doing that. And you had to still bail me out. Well, it's pre-Alzheimer's. It's a new disease.
Yeah, I can't remember stuff.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Aces, and Tarleton hands off to the right side. Goes the ball carrier for a couple to the 38-yard line. Pana, pretty good reaction on defense that time for the play that stopped John Adams.
Ball carrier for the Aces on the last
Gain
play
of 3,
was John
2nd
Adams.
and 7.
Sarver on the tackle.
But once
Gain
again,
of
our
2 yards.
defense has
It'll be
just stepped up
2nd
big time,
and 8
Scott,
for the
and
Aces.
just not allowing anything.
Kirkman in motion. Now Tarleton back to throw. Dumps it over the middle. Pass caught, and then it's jarred loose. The officials say
Incomplete pass.
incomplete pass. That was close.
Pass intended for Grant.
Well, he got his hands on it. It hit him.
Just not enough for possession. Was that
Yep.
Grant on the catch?
That was Grant. Just
Well, he
didn't,
got popped.
just didn't hang on to it long enough.
That was close. 3rd down now for the Aces. Line of scrimmage, the 38-yard line.
And again, Scott, it's like we talked about in the pregame. That's that little seam right behind where that safety sets up. Really up on that line.
Wing left, wide receiver right, Crumley the setback. Tarleton back to throw, fires for Adams, off his hand, and almost picked off. Maybe it is, maybe it's caught.
Ooh.
Who are they going to give it to? Pana. Boy, that was a scramble all the way to the ground between Adams and Spud Waddington. John didn't have a chance. Waddington tipped it. Then Adams, as he's going down, and Waddington are both fighting for it. And Waddington ended up with it for the interception. What a play.
One of those plays is just overthrown a little bit. John got a fingertip on it. It kind of hung in the air above both of them. As both of them fell to the ground, it ends up in his hands. Good play.
And it was a debate there whether it was a reception with Adams on the ground or Waddington. But Waddington had the ball, so Pana gets the interception. And they have the ball now, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. And there's Carroll, not much for the ball carrier. Loss on the play. Waddington maybe collided with Carroll, who's hobbling out, at least over to the sideline. Brought down back at the 39, loss of 3.
Mortland on the tackle for the Aces.
He's back in the game, the quarterback Carroll is. Just wanted to make sure he heard the play. 2nd and 13.
Only 16 yards total offense this game so far for
2nd and 14
Pana.
now for Pana.
2nd down and 13. Now the backs are in the deuce, man in motion. And that's Brownberg. Now a bad pitch. Ball carrier lucky just to grab the ball before he's wrapped up for a loss. Wet at Waddington. Was brought down by Kirkman, who almost was on the football himself all the way back to the 29. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, it wasn't a bad pitch if you're on the basketball floor because it's a nice little bounce pass.
10 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down now for
wow.
Yeah, it's a struggle for these guys. Well, John Hart before the game said he kind of envisioned Pana being a Red Hill that we thought Red Hill would be this year. No, maybe Pana may end up being the Red Hill that was Red Hill this year.
Yeah, that's true, and these guys kind of self-destructed a little bit, and you know, it's just been one of those games where our defense has just been swarming. Our front four has done a nice job really drawing double teams and keeping people off our backers. Backers have really stepped up. John Adams particularly has stepped up. Mike Conrad has been the player that he's been all year. Mark Crumley and Aaron Morris and others who've slid in there at that outside linebacker position done a nice job. You know, the one thing we want to talk about where we got a dead ball situation here, Scott, is that somebody close to Mount Carmel Athletics had surgery this week, Brad Seaton. Brad, that's where I was on the phone a while ago. We had to check up on our main man because he's back at home now. Visiting him this week, he was in a lot of pain, and it's going to be a while before he gets back off the disabled list, and we surely hope he gets back soon. And he's one of those guys that really means a lot to athletics all over Mount Carmel, and the Booster Club president, and just does a great job with all the programs up there.
And so Brad is listening at home?
Brad's listening at home right now. He finally got home a while ago and withstood that ride home, and we hope to see him back here on the sidelines next week.
That's right. Very soon, Brad. 3rd and long now for Pana. 3rd and 24. And Carroll wings it out for Evans.
Double pass.
Halfback pass. He throws back this other way, and it's incomplete. Intended for Fitzpatrick. Not only was that a halfback pass, but coming back to the other side of the field to the 47, incomplete.
Pass
and it'll be 4th and a mile.
From Josh Evans to Joel
A little razzle-dazzle for Pana, did not pan out.
So, now I'm not real smart here. Statistically, that would be a completion.
Yeah, then,
unless but it wouldn't be a forward pass because it's a backward pass, right?
Well, it's an incomplete pass for
Evans.
Yes, for Evans.
But it's not a complete pass for the quarterback because it was actually a lateral.
And now the kick by Fitzpatrick on the punt. Drone under it at the 35. Now to the 40. And he's brought down there at the 41, trying the middle of the field. 6-yard return. After the punt, 1st down. Well, we do have a crack crew. Statisticians on duty. Of course, as the IHSA host, we have to have extra people ready to go.
On their 41-yard line. The 1st and 10 Aces.
So there is not one stat that will go unnoticed.
Okay. And who? Are you talking to me?
I'm just talking about the crew that we've got.
Okay.
No, Mark Richardson is on that crew. There's a whole crew of them.
There is, huh?
Yeah. And they'll spend the next 3 hours going through those stats and turn in the report to the IHSA tonight.
Is that true? Yeah. Did not know that.
That's right. That's usually why I spend my Saturday night waiting for the copier. It's first down. And there's a handoff. Ball carrier goes to the left side. Crumley on the carry. Over the 45 to the 46-yard line. The fullback gains about 5. Second down. Aces 21, Pana nothing.
5 yards on the play.
4:37 to go here in the first half. It's been all Mount Carmel.
69 yards right now from Mark Crumley on 6 carries. I say it's going to be his day.
Now receiver to the right, wing to the left, Kirkman in motion, Tarleton options. There's the pitch to Tyler on the left sidelines, down the left sidelines. He goes. He's ahead of everybody. To the 20, 15, 10. It dives inside to the 5. What a run by Kirkman down the left sidelines. A run of 41 yards.
Well, and again, we really set it up in that fullback dive. We ride it back down in there. Jeff turns the corner, good pitch relationship. A left-handed pitch out there to Tyler, who's left-handed himself, and off to the races he goes.
Inside the painted 10 all the way down to the 7.
Goal to go for the Aces at the 6-yard
Much
line.
like the run he made a few minutes ago. He was out of bounds then, but he managed to stay in bounds this time.
He's a quick learner, isn't he?
Aces have a first and goal now. 4 minutes to go in the half. Tarleton rolls, now sets and fires back to the other side, wide open. The receiver.
Oh, he dropped it.
They say he was out of bounds. Oh, they say he was juggling it as he went out of bounds over on the side. So no catch for Schnarry. The crowd boos.
Oh, man, we rolled back out to the right, threw it back across. The grain, and Nick was wide open out there. Just could not hang on to the football.
They said as he went out of bounds, he did not have possession of the ball, so it's ruled incomplete. Second and goal now from the Pana 7.
Second and goal for the Aces from the 7-yard line. Second and goal, Aces.
Now here's Tarleton. Lines the 3 backs up behind him, gives to Card, gives to Crumley. He churns in, touchdown. Mark Crumley just got over, and the Aces lead 27-0 now. A touchdown run for Crumley, his second of the night, 7 yards. He scored from 24 earlier, and with 3:47 to go in the second, Mount Carmel's lead is now 4 touchdowns. And now Howard will hold for Robinson. Here comes the snap. I say here comes the snap. Here it is. Ball down. The kick is up. And it is good.
And
Aces lead 28-0 back to the stadium right after this.
And your scores now, Aces 28, Panthers 0.
I'm all set.
Acting captain. Only a short time has passed since Captain Janeway, Balana, and Tuvok left on their mission to infiltrate the Borg cube.
Once inside, all contact was lost. At this point, we can only speculate on what happened as we await their return.
Star Trek Voyager.
Everybody, it's TV 12's Morning Show. I'm Kevin Williams.
And I'm Scott Allen. Terry Beckerman here.
And we're glad to be with you every weekday morning from 7 until 7:30 on a rotating basis. Who knows who's going to be here, who's not going to be here. But we want you here watching TV 12's Morning Show.
All the normal stuff that you've come to know and love, and plus a lot of extras for you now.
And is that right?
Even some abnormal things.
Yeah.
Sure. That's more than everybody.
That's TV 12's Morning Show every weekday morning from 7 until 7:30 right here on TV 12. Join us.
Mount Carmel ready to deliver the leading 28-0. A line drive may get out of bounds.
Nope.
And up it stays just in bounds for
hit somebody.
Waddington. Back to the left side he goes to the 20, 25, 30. He's knocked down and brought down by Robinson over the 30 at the 32-yard line. That's where Pana
returning
takes
the
over.
kickoff was Spud Wadington.
Aces lead here 28-0. Elsewhere,
Robinson on the tackle.
Harrisburg leads Freeburg 27-0.
The 47-yard run
DuQuoin and Hillsborough are tied at 7-all.
Touchdown.
Springfield Griffin still leading Olney, only 7-0.
First and 10.
Bassett County now on top of Flora, 21-17. Staunton leads Edwards County in the second quarter, 12-7. And Metamora blasting away at Carmel now, 42-14. Pana sets it up, first and 10. And Carroll hangs off. Ball carrier coming back this way. That's Spud Waddington to the 35. Storkman, one of those on the stop for the Aces. Gain of 3, second down.
Storkman on the tackle for the Aces.
It's good to see Rob Blackman again.
Oh, it's always good to see Rob. Of course, everybody would probably rather see Stephanie, but
But Rob will do.
Yeah.
It's good to see him again.
Good guy.
Nice guy.
Good guy.
2nd and 6 for the
And having
Panthers.
fun in one of the nation's largest markets, Nashville.
With the ball at their own
Soon to
35-yard
be Indy, I
line.
think.
2nd down.
You never know. 2nd down and 7. Now flags fly before the quarterback sets down.
Play.
I believe he's called the center for moving football, huh?
Did he?
Yep.
Procedure.
Illegal procedure called against
So a little bit
the
of
Panthers.
everything has gone wrong with Pana.
Well, that's there's their third procedure penalty of the day so far.
One time they had to waste a timeout for not enough players on the field. They've struggled a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and 12 after a loss of 2 on the play. They line it up at the 30. We're down to 2:46 to go in the first half. Aces comfortably ahead. 2 receivers. Carroll steps out. Now drives it back upfield himself. He was flushed out on coverage and ran to the 30, unless it was an extremely delayed quarterback draw, which I don't think it was that. 3rd down and 14, 15 call. He thought he had a hole there, and it was extremely narrow.
3rd down now for
Well,
Pana.
that time John Adams really dropped back out in the flat and just did not have anybody to go to. That was one of those times where we kind of helped shadow Evans out there a little bit to give Jake a little help out there on that one-on-one matchup.
3rd down now. The Panthers have a wing and a wide receiver to the right side. Carroll's going to throw, looking long for Evans, and it's over his head, incomplete. Howard on the coverage.
Incomplete pass
at
from
the
Carroll
49.
to Evans.
And incomplete, 4th down
Howard
and long.
defending for the Aces.
We may have to,
That
when we get to
brings
basketball
up a
season, we
4th
may just
down
have to
now
move
for
Jake up a little bit on that roster. He's playing bigger than 5'10" today.
Play him at center. That's
yeah,
right.
Might have to play him big. He might be able to
Inside.
guard a post player in
Post
there,
him up, yeah.
You take the big guy. You take the 6'5" guy, Jake.
He'll probably do well. 4th down, Payne's going to have to give it up. And here is the kick.
Nice kick.
Yeah, what a line way over the head of Howard and drone by 15 yards. Jake goes back to the 12 to get it and is brought down right there. What a kick. 28 and 38, 66 yards on the kick. Wow.
But, you know, again, as one of those low-line drivers, and when you're playing baseball and you get the ball hit right at you, I think it was one of those times where he just misjudged it a little bit.
60 yards officially on the kick, no return. And the Aces lined it up at the 12. That may be the longest kick we've seen this year. Well, Mount Carmel has their worst starting spot of the day. We're down 1:43 to go in the first half of play. Aces lead 28-0. If they win here today, they host Quincy Notre Dame here a week from today.
1st and 10, Mount Carmel.
The Aces line it up with trips, 3 receivers to the right side, now a swing to the left side, and with some running room there is the receiver Kirkman, and he's across the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's a 1st down. 14 yards on the pass catch.
Just a little hitch out there in the flat, Scott, and once again, nice block out there.
Another first down for the Aces.
Now
1st
5
and 10,
in
Mount
pattern.
Carmel.
3 to the right, 2 to the left, no setbacks, and Tarleton is brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like he was that a quarterback drive he was thinking about?
No question. I mean, we had open backfield, nobody back there. Really a wide look, and took about a 3-step drop. And with a guy in your lap, you're not going to do that.
2nd down now for the
Aces.
Aces.
Anything. So a loss on the play. Pulls it all the way back to the 20-yard line. It's 2nd and 16 now. Now Morris, look at this. Morris is a wide receiver to the right side.
Can you say bubble screen?
And here's a throw over the middle for Schnarr. He's got it at the 35-40. Almost broke it to the 43. 1st down catch by Schnarr. A pickup of 22 on the pass play.
Another 1st down for the Aces.
Instead of that, we throw over the middle.
Well, yeah, you got it all spread out like that. Just take your pick, and free safety's got to choose something. Jeff made a nice read that time. He hit the hell out of it, spit it out, hit next Schnarr.
Come on, throw the ball to Morris. We've got 5 in reception.
There's
a swing to the right side. There's Adams. He's brought down right away. Pana didn't bite. They fought through. Brought him down for a loss back at the 37. Good defense by Brian McMillan, a 5'9", 175-pound senior. Big loss on the play.
On the
of
tackle
6.
for
Timeout.
was McMillan.
Aces. Second down. We'll keep it here with 37 seconds to go.
Well,
in the first half.
We've really been pumping Michael Brewer up all year, and what a great job
Yeah,
he's
we
done,
want to
and he
remind
has certainly
everyone
done
to
that.
please stay
At
around
that time,
for all the
Michael just didn't
halftime
block anybody.
activities.
And Mike, you got to do a better job keeping that guy in front of you.
And he'll hear about it.
Yep, he probably has just heard about it, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? Like my wife says, that horse is
One
dead, get off.
announcement that I would like to make
Let's
is
move
that
forward, huh?
after halftime,
28-0.
The Mark Carmel High
Is
School
the score.
Marching
Aces
Aces band will be
comfortably ahead.
off
I'm not
to
sure
Oblong
that
to
we figured it was
participate
going to
in
be
the
quite
field
this
competition.
kind of game early on, but
And
our
also
defense
the Marching
has
Aces
dismantled so
Panthers
many teams
are
before
going
that
to be
maybe
competing there at
perhaps
Oblong as well in the parade competition.
Well, once I get these numbers added up here at halftime, Scott, it's just going to be phenomenal one way. And
after halftime,
it's been that type of game where we just totally dominated.
The Oblong band
Again, as you
competition.
said, the hallmark of this team, the thing that people are going to remember probably the most about this team is going to be this defense. And it's been a game where we've had guys step in and fill Dan Underwood's shoes at that linebacking position, and that's been big as well.
Second down and 16 now for the Aces. Call it 15.
Second down for the Aces.
We have trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 5 in pattern, and Tarleton's by himself back to throw the in on him. He dumps it over the middle, just off the outstretched hands of John Adams, trying to dive back for the ball as Tarleton hit hard. He's still down on the deck.
John Adams.
They sent everybody, and the guy who really had the beat on him was Aaron Brownback, the linebacker, for Pana, and Tarleton still on the ground.
Timeout.
Well, he got a big pop right in his chest pad there, and still feeling it. Now he comes out.
Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
Luke Drone will still check in for him. And isn't that a great position to be in?
In the ball game
the
for
Aces,
the Aces
after using 2
Luke Drone
quarterbacks
at
through the last half of the year. Knowing that 2 are always available, but then having to actually press Drone into duty, so he is more than a sophomore as he steps in there in the playoffs now, because he's had many reps.
Here's your triple lineman again with Morris out here, huh?
Come on, throw the ball to Morris. Here's Drone handing off, countering back left side is John Adams, almost back to the line of scrimmage, and that may be.
Ball carrier for Mark Carmel. That
half.
last play is John Adams.
Down.
McLaughlin on the tackle.
Aces 28 and Pana nothing.
There is 15 seconds and counting left
the Aces
in the
are in no
first half.
They're going to lose to run a play.
Yeah, we're going to let it run out here.
And that'll end the first half. It's been a devastating performance by the Aces. It started with an interception on the first play of the day for Pana, and it's gone downhill from there.
And that is
it's all Mount Carmel at
half
halftime here. Aces lead Pana. The score is 28-0 intermission. We'll be back with a summary
with
right
the
after
Aces
this.
leading 28-0 over the Pana Panthers.
Around the house you can do for yourself, like fixing a leaky faucet. But the one thing you want the professionals to handle is your house electrical wiring. Call the professionals at SK Smith Electric. Steve Smith and his crew of highly trained professionals have the know-how to make sure your electrical work is done safely and will keep your family safe for years to come. Don't take chances with your life or your family's life. Call SK Smith Electric at 263-4434. Residential, commercial, industrial, whatever your electric needs, SK Smith Electric can handle it all.
Numbers down because, boy, he's done a whale of a job.
Oh, he really has. Now here's the kick by Flora. There is Robinson under it at the 20, 25, 30. Nice hole up the middle. Now it's closed up, and he's dropped just shy of the 45-yard line, but still a good start for the Aces. So we don't mean in any way, shape, or form to take anything away from Luke Drone. He's been wonderful, and what a career he's got ahead of him. He is so good with his ability to hang on to the football well past other quarterbacks that we've had in the past and still deliver the goods, as he has many times to Adams.
Well, as athletic as he is, you know, he just runs our offense very, very well. We run that motion attack, that option attack, and it's nice to have that kind of luxury.
Now the Aces open up with a double tight. Wing, the back's in the bone, and there is Tarleton optioning. He'll keep it himself, turns it up, and near the marker, he rolls to around the Pana 48, may have the first down. Very close is Tarleton. Nice little run on first down. And there he does have it. First down for the Aces at the Pana 48. That's the way the second half begins. We've talked about Drone and Tarleton. They both bring different things to the table, different abilities. And Tarleton looks very good today, and it's good to see him back in stud. Not much for the ball carrier there, Kirkman.
Tyler Kirkman on the carry.
Trying to roll to the right side, got hit hard, and kept his legs churning, got a yard or two. To around the Pana 46.
Aaron Brown back.
We're underway in the third period. Aces lead 28-0. Tarleton brings them up. Everybody pulled in. We've been in this formation much of the night. And there's a run by John Adams over the left side, inside the 45 to the 41, still short of the marker, third and about 3 for the Aces. We've converted twice on fourth down tonight. I think we're 2 for 3 in fourth down conversions, actually.
3 for Mount Carmel.
Now the Aces line it up third on a long 3 from the Pana 41. Everybody pulled in, backs in the bone. And there is the fullback Crumley. Firing off the right side. Boy, he had a great start to this game today. Looks to be shy at around the 39, just inside the 40. It'll be 4th and 1 for Mount Carmel. They're going to go for it. Trying for the third successful fourth down conversion of the day.
What do we go? Do we go on a first count or long count? There we go.
There's Tarleton handing off. It didn't take long. Ball carrier Crumley first down to around the 36.
Hand off to Mark
with Morris leading the way.
And that puts Mark over the 80-yard mark so far on 9 carries. He's averaging 9 yards a carry so far, 81 yards.
Boy, it'd be nice to see Crumley get over the 100-yard mark, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure would.
Now 1st and 10, line of scrimmage is the Pana 37, and there's the up back again, and there's Crumley powering inside to the 35 to the 34. Of course, your use of a fullback is usually in certain situations. Some games, fullbacks are going to shine, and we haven't been in that position where Crumley hasn't been in that position many times this year, but today is one of those days, and he is certainly there and shining. And now here is Adams, right side, swings it outside, first down. He's driven out of bounds inside the Pana 25 down to the 22-yard line. First down run of 11 yards by John Adams.
First down for Mount Carmel.
Well, again, when you've had success running that fullback up in there and you get 6-7 yards a pop, they've got to honor that. Now that just opens up that running lane to the outside.
First and 10 on the
I mentioned Sean Morgan in the game on the left side. He was not projected to be a starter, wasn't projected to be in the game a day ago, but he's okay, and he's in there. Now there's a pass out of the backfield intended for Schnarry, incomplete. At around the 12-yard line. Was that tipped or not?
No, I don't think so. I tell you, I haven't seen that route, though. Out of a double tight end, we took both tight ends and crossed them about 15 yards downfield. Have not seen that route this year so far. Maybe, of course, maybe I haven't been paying attention either.
Maybe that was just a new route they were running.
Yeah.
It wasn't even supposed to be. Who knows? Now, second down and 10 for the Aces. Tarleton options right. There's the pitch to Adams, working up the sidelines near the 10. First down inside that mark for John Adams.
John Adams of the Aces.
He turned the corner and kicked it up and gets to around the 10. It's a 12-yard gain and a first down for MCHS. And it'll be, will it be first and goal? Apparently, well, let's see what the chains do. Looks like it will be first and goal. Just inside the 10.
And this is one of those drives that just takes your heart out if you're paying it. You know, you give the ball back up, you're down 28-0. They just march it down the field and hopefully stick it in the end zone here.
Now Tarleton calls the signals. Backs will be in the bone. Everybody pulled tight. Acrean at one of the tight end spots now. Crumley the up back. Here's Tarleton under center. Option gives the second man Grant outside. Grant is finally brought down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. Going to the short side of the field. Gain of 5, second and goal.
Well, again, that line over there, Josh Woods, Aaron Morse on the strong side, Chris Johnson, Sean Morgan on the left side, Yale Epler. They've done a nice job today, really controlling things. We've really helped our splits a little bit too, Scott. We've really bumped our splits out between the guard tackle gap. And, you know, again, one of the things we talked about is Craig Spencer up there in the top. And
Yeah.
if we could have got him a remote mic, he offered to take me up before the game starts. We might do that next Saturday.
Do the pregame?
Yeah,
Okay.
if we can do that. I told him I'd ride up there with him just to take a look at that. Maybe take the camera for our TV viewers.
We'll do that next week.
And we'll see if we can do that.
All right, there's a handoff. Nice wrap by Pana on the ball carrier.
Hand off to Tyler Kirkman of the Aces.
And Kirkman gets 1 or 2 to around the 2-yard line.
Stopped in there by...
It will be 3rd and goal from there.
Unless you want to go up there.
Oh, that's okay. I've done that. I've bungee jumped from up there before. I don't want to do that anymore. 3rd down and goal now. Backs are in the bone, and here's Tarleton. He hands off, ball carrier to the right side. Touchdown! He got in. Touchdown for the Aces. And Kirkman on the carry puts Mount Carmel ahead 34-0. A 2-yard run, his first score of the day. .8:24 to go here in the 3rd period. Now, Tracy Robinson will try to tack on the 5th extra point of the day. Howard holds. Here's the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. Line drive, and it is good. 35-0. Aces lead. 3rd quarter here. Now Carmel in control in the playoffs. First round. We're back in a moment. What is that noise?
It looks like it's cutting out.
It's cutting out?
Well, no, it's not really cutting out. It's like...
Maybe it's just the phone line.
It began as a vision nearly 2 years ago, and now Wabash General Hospital is a modern state-of-the-art facility, offering great quality care right here at home. Wabash General's commitment to quality is unmatched. See for yourself the expanded outpatient services like physical and speech therapy, radiology, lab services, emergency room, and so much more. The entire facility is now designed with you and your family's care and convenience in mind. See for yourself, building better health care. It's no longer a vision. It's waiting for you at Wabash General Hospital.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words, picture this. Take it to the max with maximum exposure. This show's pure video adrenaline. Can you say serious hurt? Can you say instant replay? Get the picture? It's not pretty. Take your weekend to the max. Maximum exposure.
Here's the kick by Mount Carmel, by Robinson. It's a high boot. And it's taken by Spud Waddington at the 8 to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Almost broke it. Rolled by Bates down to the 29. Brent Bates on the stop.
Spud Waddington.
This must be a frustrating day for Storkman on special teams. He's gone almost a whole day and not made a tackle. They must have watched him on the game film. He's been taken out of the play.
Take over after the kickoff.
Now first down for Pana. Line of scrimmage to 29, and Bill Hackler brought up an interesting point. Tracy Robinson again piling up a string of consecutive point afters.
You'll have to go back and look that up.
Yeah,
and I know
somewhere
you will.
in Lawrenceville, it began anew. It's just a question as to where. Here is the pitch, and the flag's down. Do they have a motion penalty? Maybe 2 men in motion, and Spud Waddington tries to sweep to the left side. He had motion call. And he's down at around the 30, but it's going to mean nothing anyway. 5-yard penalty against the Panthers. Meanwhile, Sinclair, the number 2 ball carrier on this Pana team, is iced down with his right ankle propped up on the bench over here on the Pana bench.
Illegal motion declined.
Declined, actually, the penalty, so take the play. Call it a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. .807 to go here in the 3rd period. We hear little poppings here and there, but I don't know what's causing that. We hope you're with us. I'm assuming you are. Here's Evans to the right side.
And boy, look at Jake Howard out here, just bump and run coverage.
And here is the quarterback, Carroll, hands off, ball carrier Sarver gets outside to the left. First down the sidelines, down and pushed out of bounds finally. Across the 45 of the 46-yard line, he almost broke out of a pack and broke it. Bates knocked him out, or he might have scored a touchdown.
Well, that's hands down their longest run of the day, Scott.
All the way to the 47-yard line. A big pickup for the Panthers.
14 yards.
1st and 10.
That was Waddington, wasn't it?
Okay, I thought it was it Waddington?
Was it Sarver? Server?
I forgot who I announced now. I think it was Sarver, though. 1st and 10. And now they have 3 to the right side, 3 in pattern, and there's a little throw to Sarver. He gets by 1, rolls his way inside the Aces 45 to the 44. And that is close to a first down as well. About a pickup of 9 on the little pass.
Number 67, Mike Conrad.
Gain, creating now 2nd and short 2 for Pana. Line of scrimmage will be the Aces 44. We're down to 7:12 to go in the 3rd period.
For Pana.
We'll get some more scores as we go along. We'll try to get that Illinois-Michigan State. Should be a final by now, just about.
Shotgun, wide open set here, huh?
Carroll calls out of the shotgun. Wants to throw. Bates is in on him, and he has it. Brings him down for a sack, along with some help from Straw, back at the 47-yard line, even out of the shotgun. Doesn't look to be something Pana does a lot of.
Conrad also
3rd and 5 now, a sack for Bates.
bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers.
They put trips to the left and then had a single receiver out on the short side of the field, ran him hard on a slant. It looked like they were trying to run like a quarterback sweep or something. I don't know what that turned into. That had to be a broken play. Same alignment, though, here.
And backs are in the offset, receivers both ways. Carroll drops a screen dump off, but the man falls down. That's Sarver as soon as he caught the ball. He went down at the 49, so that didn't pan out. Another loss of the play, and it's 4th and 6, and it's that kind of day for the Pana Panthers.
I tell you what, they had it set up pretty well, too, Scott. They had a wall built up there that just the kid had to reach back to catch the ball, and when he did, slipped, went down on one knee, and the play was dead.
So now the Aces will get the ball back. Or will they? Pana at this point in the game may go for it, and they will. 4th down. Drone had retreated, expecting a punt. He comes back up the play. Now a timeout called by Pana. So the Panthers call the timeout. It is 4th down, and we're going to take a 30-second break here. We're down to 5:37 to go here in the 3rd period. Aces comfortably ahead, 35-0.
Dedication and hard work help to develop the heart of a champion. Keep a positive attitude and never quit, and you'll be a champion at any task you undertake. George W. Woodcock, attorney at law, is engaged in the practice of law, specializing in divorce, personal injury, and estates. George W. Woodcock has always supported the athletic programs at Mount Carmel High School, and he extends his best wishes for a winning season for the Golden Aces football team. George W. Woodcock, located at 120 East 5th Street in Mount Carmel. Hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, evenings and weekends by appointment.
Can you have too much of a good thing? Absolutely, and that's particularly true when it comes to investments. Mark Wonkel and Don Price, your local Edward Jones investment representatives, would like to invite you to their office for a free portfolio review. This review will give you the opportunity to make sure your investments are well balanced to minimize risk, and they can make sure that the investments you own are right for the achievement of your financial goals. If you'd like a free review of your investments, call Mark or Don today at 263-3828 or stop by their office at 602 Market Street, Mount Carmel. Member SIPC.
Panthers fail in their bid to get a 4th down conversion. Mount Carmel takes over on downs. Line of scrimmage for the Aces will be their own 47-yard line, and we've got some scores, too, to talk about.
Well, the Bull Puppies down at Carmel are getting handed to them, 63-14 at Metamora. Olney is down 14-0 still against Springfield Sacred Heart, I think it is. Harrisburg's up 34-0 on Freeburg right now.
And there's a handoff. Tyler Kirkman countering back to the right side. Almost broken open. Dives inside the 40 and is down at the Pana 37-yard line. A gain of 16 by Kirkman.
Great block that time by Chris Johnston. Pulled back from that guard position and just pancaked the guy. That O-line's just done a great job this year. Tyler Haycraft in now at that left tackle position for Morgan. Luke Drone in there at quarterback. You know, you just kind of wonder how long it's going to be before we start rotating those guys in.
Wide receiver to the left side, a wing to the left, backs in the offset for Drone, and he hands off to the up back, and he is spun around and dropped it around the 36-yard line. Crumley on the carry. Gain of 1, third down. So you've got all those scores in, huh?
No, we got Staunton leading Edwards County 21-14, and Massac up over Flora 41-17.
And those are the scores we have. No score on the Johnson City Anna Jonesboro game. We haven't been able to update that one, though. We'll try to.
That's your bonus score of the day.
That will be our bonus score if we ever get that, too. We'll try to work on that. It's second down and 9. Drone. Hands off ball carrier. Bounds off of 1. Dives ahead to the 34, to the 33. Gain of a couple. And on the carry, that is Crumley. Or that was Kirkman. With Crumley leading the way. 3rd and 7. Third quarter here. Aces, it's been all Mount Carmel. 35-0 here over Pana.
Third down for the Aces.
Not quite what we would have imagined. Aces have struggled against South Central teams the last few years in the playoffs. There's Drone getting the pitch out to Kirkman. He gets outside. He's tripped up or he might have scored. He falls inside the 25 to the 24. Still a first down. Nice play by Spud Waddington, a gain of 10.
And nice block by Brian Grant out there. Brian's out there at that slot position and really kicks the end out. John Adams, nice read. Hey, this overall nice play that time. Brian really held his block well. Who ran the ball there?
That was Kirkman. Yeah, that was Tyler. Gain of 10. Now it's a first down for the Aces. Line of scrimmage, the 24-yard line. Luke Drone. Yeah, we've got change. The officials want Pana to make the change with linemen on a equipment problem or something else. But they make the change. Now the Aces line it up first down with Brewer wide to the left side. And there's Grant countering back to the right side. Oh, he was decked. Grant hit hard. He went down at the 26-yard line. That was perhaps the hardest hit of the day for a Pana Panther on defense. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Here comes Sean Morgan back in the game for Tyler Haycraft.
Line of scrimmage now, the Pana 26.
Yeah, Brian took a pretty good shot that time by somebody we left open on the line. He introduced himself in a hurry there, didn't he?
Boy, he did. Now Crumley, the lone setback, wings both ways. Now Robinson's in motion. There's the handoff to Crumley. He's spun around on the right side and dropped inside the 25 to the Pana 24. Gain about back to the original 10-yard mark. And it's 3rd and 10 now for the Aces. We're down to 3:05 to go here in the third period. Aces leading 35-0.
Double tied in. There's Aaron Akery back in. What do you think? A little option here?
Drone will operate out of the wishbone backfield. And you're right. He keeps it 2 in the option and dives to around the 20. Gain of about 4. Create 4th and long for there. Well, the Aces in a position to throw their 3rd shutout of the year and one in the playoffs, too.
And looks like Trace is going to get a shot at a field goal here.
Robinson's going to set down and try to kick for 3. Officials hustle back to get into position. Looks like this will be a 37-yard field goal.
He's got enough leg to do this, Scott. Get the hold down here now.
Here's the snap. Oh, and Pana drawn off, unless we went first. It looks like it'll cost the Panthers 5 yards. Left side of their front. Offsides. Now the Aces are going to bring Luke Drone back out, and we're going to go for it now. So the Panthers are drawn off sides. Now it's 4th and a long 1. Here comes the backfield back in. We've got a little problem, though. We need some personnel in here. Robinson's going to set down in the backfield, along with Grant. He's a halfback, Crumley the up back, and there's Drone's option. There's the pitch to Robinson. He has it. Steps by 1, 2, near the goal line. A touchdown. He's over the goal line. They called it a touchdown for Tracy Robinson. Well, he didn't get a chance to kick the field goal. He didn't get 3, so he got 6 on the run. And the Aces lead 41-0.
Poetic justice there, isn't it? Yeah, broken play, comes running in from the sideline. I'm not sure he knew the play. He just got ran to where he needed to be.
I think Grant yelled it at him as he sat down in the backfield, and then he got the pitch and scored the touchdown. Now the Aces will try for the single point, for the point after, and Robinson will do that. Howard holds. Here comes the snap, ball down, the kick is up, it's good, and the Aces have built the lead to 42-0. We're down to 1:58 to go here in the third period, back to the playoffs at Riverview Stadium in 60 seconds.
Shirtlift Manor, a licensed and state-approved long or short-term nursing care facility. Shirtlift staff includes physical and speech therapists and dietitians for regular or therapeutic diets. Come by Shirtlift Manor Nursing Home, 1601 College Drive in Mount Carmel. When it's time for you or a loved one to consider long-term care, consider Shirtlift Manor Nursing Home. Stop by for a visit today, 1601 College Drive in Mount Carmel.
As a native of Wabash County, Chris Quick cares for its citizens. As a former Mount Carmel High School band director, he understands that our children must have a safe, drug-free environment to learn in. And as a man of faith, he believes in good moral character and solid family values. This November, pick Chris Quick for your next state's attorney. He'll be tough on crime with fewer plea bargains and more demanding sentences for criminals. Chris Quick will make sure every citizen is treated equally in his administration. Remember, November 7th, pick Quick for state's attorney.
Here comes Robinson's kickoff, a line drive that gets all the way through the end zone on a bounce. I don't think Sarver touched it.
No, he didn't. Again, that's a booming shot there by Trace. I mean, that's twice he's gone over the guy's head. Must be the background over there or something, huh?
He's all juiced up after his little play for the touchdown a moment before.
We got an interesting situation going on here, huh? Hadn't happened before, has it?
I don't believe so. They're going to run the clock now, the officials, because of the point spread being over 40. The clock will be run now. Even in the playoffs, this is a rarity. I don't believe this has happened for Mount Carmel. I don't think we've ever run the clock on anybody. Of course, the rule just began a few years ago as far as it being applicable to the playoffs. And here it's happening for the first time. We're running the clock now in the playoffs. Here is a handoff. Nice inside defense by the Aces. Adams got his hand on him, but Conrad stopped the ball carrier, Waddington. An inside move, back of the 19, loss on the play of 2, 2nd and 12, and the Panthers have had very few yards all day long.
This is only their second possession in the second half, isn't it, Scott?
Is that right? We're down to 1:19 to go in the third period.
Second down for the Panthers.
It's been all Aces all day, and it began on the very first play of the day when Howard picked off Carroll, the Pana quarterback. And it's been all downhill ever since. 2nd and 12, handoff, ball carrier plows forward, almost broke for a few more yards, gets back across the 20 to the 22. Conrad again getting up, along with Ryan Peach. Ball carrier Sarver makes it 3rd and 9 now, he gained 3.
That's his 8th carry, Scott, for 28 yards today. That's a kid who's averaging, he's trying to go over the 800 yards for the year.
He was averaging 5 yards a carry at the beginning of the day. That's gone down, hasn't it? Now Evans checks out wide right, Waddington that way, a receiver to the left, one setback, in fact no setbacks, one wing, and now Carroll fires over the middle. There's a pop and a half by Troy. They throw a flag late, very late, and the crowd's not going to like this. Everybody boos the official. Man, did he get a hit. Pass interference on the Aces. That was after the ball was there.
I tell you what, that's the best play that I've seen Luke Drone make on defense when it comes to pass coverage. That was a well-timed play. That's the biggest hit I think I've seen him deliver too.
Yeah, that was Spud Waddington. That didn't appear to be a very good call. Way late after the ball. And Waddington, I mean, he just applied the pop.
All right, just go play.
Yep.
I mean, nice play. I mean, you did what you're supposed to do. Just go and play.
First down now for Pana after the pass interference call to the 37-yard line.
First down for Pana.
Pana has to hustle up to where the ball is after the 15-yard walk-off. And they have receivers spread all over the place, and the quarterback again in the shotgun. We're down to just before the end of the third. Ball loose. It's recovered by Mount Carmel. And the pitch was for Sarver, and it laid there on the deck, and it was recovered by Bates. Mount Carmel will have the ball to start the fourth quarter at the Pana 31-yard line. And for the Panthers, it just keeps going from bad to worse. We're running the clock for the rest of the game. Aces lead 42-0. Back in a moment.
Airport is your exclusive full-service Goldwell salon. We use and recommend Goldwell products, providing intelligent care for hair. Our expert hairstylists can style your hair any way you want or make suggestions as to what look works best for you. Permanents, highlights, coloring, Goldwell has over 64 natural and fashion tones to choose from. Enjoy our Goldwell products at home or slip into comfort with body care products from Repressage. The Airport is the area's finest full-service beauty salon. Call 262-8862 today. That's 262-8862.
Robert Walter Furniture Company has some great deals on quality name brand furnishings. Bob has just returned from market and is having a store-wide clearance sale to make room for new furniture, which will be arriving soon. Stop in and check out the market specials. New dining room suites, bedroom suites, and lamps are just a few examples of the new merchandise which will be arriving soon at Robert Walter Furniture Company. Robert Walter Furniture Company, 524 Market Street, serving Wabash County since 1868 with brand name furniture at low prices.
We begin the fourth quarter here at Riverview Stadium. The Aces with 3 backs to pick, and there's a handoff. Ball carrier slides out at around the 30 and goes down. And on the carry for the Aces,
Morris.
We've got a new back into the game. Morris on the carry.
Handoff to number 20, Ryan Morrison.
The Aces are going to get some new names into the game here. Wayne Hamill. Now Morris checks out. Here's Jake Summers in there.
Second down.
The quarterback for the Aces is Nick Hart. Second down and 9. We begin the fourth quarter of a playoff game. We're going to get a lot of kids some experience. There's a handoff to Hamill. Gets off the left side, tries to roll back to the middle, and gets progress to around the 25-yard line to the 26. Give him 4, 3rd and 5.
Tackled in there by Aaron Brown back.
So the Ace is making a lot of changes here, and a lot of freshmen and underclassmen in the game. Let's see, Chris Horton lines it up left side tackle. There's Brant Arnold, the guard. Nick Hart calls the signals and sends Grant in motion. Hands off to Hamill. Not much there, maybe 1, but that'd be it, and it'll be 4th down. Daniel Boswell, who does some excellent imitations. We've had him on the 2 or 3 coaches' breakfast shows.
Well, he did it in front of student body Thursday. We had a pep session, and
let's see, he did Doug Spear.
Yeah.
Did he do John Hart?
He did Coach Colvin.
Yeah, that's right. Lee Colvin did that.
Yeah.
We've called on him 2 or 3 times to pick up the pace of the show there in the morning. It's 4th down and 6. Hart calls the signals, backs up, wants to throw, looking on a slant pass. Flag down. The pass intended for Boswell, incomplete, but the flag is down.
Keep the clock running, he says. Look.
And it is holding on Pana, defensive holding. So the clock is running. We're down to 10 minutes to go in the game. Aces lead 42-0 over Pana. Now Carmel will be advancing on to the second round. We'll host Quincy Notre Dame here next Saturday. Do not have a game time as of yet. Ticket prices may remain the same.
Yeah, they do.
$3 for every soul.
Yeah, it's a state. The state sets that price.
Amount. So they mark it off on the penalty all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's where the A's now a flag flies. It'll be our mistake, and Grant runs to the left side.
I think Grant was sliding back in motion and started his forward progress as the ball was snapped, and probably caught us a little bit on that.
So that'll cost the Aces 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 15. Aces scored on their first 3 possessions of the game. Adams from 1 yard out, Crumley from 24, and then Brewer caught a 24-yard pass from Tarleton, and the Aces led at the end of the first period, 21-0. They led at halftime, 28-0, added 14 points in the 3rd frame, and we're now here, 42-0 in the 4th. Nick Hart with a couple of wings, 1 setback, now a man in motion. That is Summers, and Hart gives him the pitch. And Jake has trouble fighting off Sarver, and he takes a loss back at the 23-yard line. Sarver won that little wrestling match. And give him a gain of 1, though. That's where the marker indicates. So Summers gets a gain of 1, 2nd down, and a ways to go.
Chris Horton, Tracy Kuzmich, Aaron Acree in there at center. Totally different line in there.
We're quickly down to 8:10 to go in the game. Hamill, the lone setback, a couple of wings, and receiver to the left side for Nick Hart, the freshman. At quarterback, options. There's the pitch, and now Grant looked like he was going to throw for a moment. He tucks it, and he is swarmed under.
Pitch out to
They're finding the going tough against pretty much the starting defense for Pana. Our youngsters down at the 23, loss on the play, 3rd and long. Have to go to around the 7-yard line, if not inside that mark.
Andrew Hanley on that left side over there. Tyler Haycraft on that left side. We've got basically our junior varsity team.
Here comes Boswell checking out to the right side. 2 wings, 1 setback. Now Grant's in motion, and Hart fakes to him. Now sets, throws, and it's intended for Boswell, and it's knocked away, almost picked off. Now a flag down. It'll be interesting to see what they call here, though. It could go either way. And let's see what they call. The flags flew on that battle for the pass over there, and it is on Pana. Boswell was interfered with. Depends on how late that flag was coming in. I was hoping they were not going to call Boswell for coming back around, but it is on Pana, and it'll be a first down for the Aces, and the line of scrimmage will be the 11-yard line. It'd be nice to see the youngsters score, wouldn't it?
First and 10, Mount Carmel.
In a playoff setting. Well, each one of these reps, each one of these snaps, so important to get this kind of experience. Now Hart fakes. There's the pitch to Grant. He's going to try to get around. Can't. Wrapped up and dropped it around the 5-yard line. Grant trying hard to work the angle. Nice pitch from Hart. 2nd down now for the Aces. You have to get to around the 1.5-yard line to get a first down. Then we're down to 6:15 to go. The clock has been running since late in the 3rd period. Aces lead 42-0 over Pana. It's 2nd down. There's Nick Hart. Hands off. Hamill follows his blockers. Touchdown, Wayne Hamill.
Touchdown, Aces.
Hamill with a touchdown run of 6 yards, and the Aces lead 48-0.
Nice little inside trap that time. Wayne just stuck his head down and away he went. That's nice to see for Wayne Hamill.
With 5:57 to go in the game. Now Howard will hold for Robinson, who will try to tack on the point after. That is Tracy out there, right? He is 6 for 6. He is 7 for 7.
The extra point try is
Robinson with a kick. And it's 49-0 now. The Aces lead with 5:57 to go. Back in a moment.
Dear Shell, my name is Ann Cochran, and I have an idea. Give away free gas as a way of thanking loyal customers. I mean, loyalty should count for something, right? Every month we get free gas. What do you think? Oh. That was my second idea.
Too many life insurance policies are pre-fitted, pre-sized, prefabricated. Why try to fit into a policy like this when you can find a plan that fits you? Celestial Life from Pekin Insurance is tailored to suit your needs. You determine your premiums, benefits, and level of coverage. Celestial Life from Pekin Insurance. Life insurance that fits.
Contact your Pekin Insurance agent, Mike Harris, at Harris Insurance Agency at their new location, 231 North Mulberry, 262-7735.
Bruising here in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Aces lead 49-0. Robinson delivers a bouncer down the middle, taken by an up back at the 30. And he's down to around the, let's see where they mark it. Officials all over the place, nobody right where the ball is. At around the 41, that's where Pana will take over. The clock is running. Aces lead 49-0. We're going to go back and check to see how many consecutive point afters Tracy Robinson has. It looks like he's at 20 now, which is 2 away from his record of 22. So he could yet this year break his own record.
Twice in 1 year.
In 1 year, would that be something?
It's like, what was it? Dave Staver, Lawrenceville said we haven't had that in the last 3 years.
Now 1st and 10, Aces. Pana, rather, sets it down. There's Carroll. Here's the pitch. And there's Waddington trying to sweep it outside. He's wrapped up now, dropped, and around the line of scrimmage. 2 or 3 Aces had a crack at him, and finally looked like Storkman got him down. And around the 39, loss of 1, 2nd and 9. The clock is running. We're down to 4:57 to go. We'll have some comments from Aces coach John Hart after the game.
Jeremy Grimes in there, Josh Woods in there on defense. Mike Cheeseman comes rolling in now for Brian Straw as he rolls out. Linebacker Storkman, Acree, and Hamill.
2nd down, and there is a handoff flag down as the ball carrier is wrapped up by Hamill. He had him in cement, and then Storkman helped bring him down from the top side. But a flag down, it's on Pana.
And it's a veteran crew, officiating crew.
Illegal motion call against.
You know, with all these penalties here in this 4th quarter and that running clock, it doesn't take long, does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't take long.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Even though this is a veteran crew, I think they'll be surprised when they see the video about Carmel's first touchdown. Looks like we had movement on the left side of the line, but it wasn't much. It would have been tough to see.
Well, very seldom do you see officials have an effect on the outcome of the game.
Well, we were 49-0 anyway. Yeah. 2nd down and 15, and there's a handoff. Ball carrier. Well, boy, nothing there. And they blow the play dead before they bring him down, or as they bring him down.
Handoff to number 49, Troy Pinkston.
Who's on the stop? Was that Ross Rafferty on the stop there? Yes, it was. And 3rd down now for the Wolves.
Lee Anderson checks in for Jake Howard. Nice game, Jake. Got the tone set off early with that interception, the first play of the game.
The Aces were unstoppable all day. 49-0 lead. I got to ask John Hurt if he's ever had a day like this in the playoffs. Maybe not. 3rd down. Quarterback is a new quarterback anyway in the game for Pana. That's Drew Gruber. And guess what? He hasn't had any more success than Carroll did. Dragged down for another big loss all the way inside their 30 down to the 27-yard line.
Loss on the play, bring up a 4th down for the Panthers.
Well, this one's just gotten away from Pana because the fact is the Aces have really had dogfights with these South Central Conference teams. Our last 2 meetings we've lost to South Central teams. Lost to Vandalia in '97. That one still stings John Hart, though. And we lost to a tough Carlinville team back in '94. Now here's Gruber. He's going to punt the football away. Is 4th down.
Is Clint Daugherty back here fielding this?
And he won't get a chance, so it's going to go out of bounds well upfield. Let's see where they mark it. Mount Carmel will take over from there, and we're down at 2:12 to go in the game. The Aces comfortably ahead.
We'll be lucky to get a playoff here.
49. You're right. We're down to 2 minutes to go. And the clock is running even as we change possession and change downs. Aces are still over the sideline. The marker is the punt went out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Pana. That's where Mount Carmel takes over. 49-0 is the score, and a lot of the fans have left. A pasting here in the first round, and Pana just not in the game from the word go. Hamill hit as soon as he got the handoff from Hart, or was that the case at all? No, Hart had the ball, didn't he?
The quarterback, number 3, Nick Hart.
Or did Hamill have it?
Football for the Aces.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
I believe we got everybody in the game that's on uniform over there.
And that's good. 1:10 to go. Aces will improve to 3-2, by the way, versus South Central team. All time. And we'll face Quincy Notre Dame next week here at the stadium.
Number 44.
We have to go back to 1974. We beat Quincy Notre Dame 3-0.
It's funny how those kind of games make people into.
Yeah, Doug Peterson, the toe.
The toe.
He's one of those Mount Carmel heroes.
Now, do you think he minds being called the toe?
I'll bet he doesn't mind a bit. I'll bet he doesn't mind a bit.
He's got to be your pregame interview next week, doesn't he?
Oh, it's perfect. 3rd and 9, except this time at least Quincy's coming here. Hart, bad pitch to Summers, and now the ball's on the deck. Everybody scrambles for it. Pana still can't come up with it. Finally, Sarver starts to run with it, and he's brought down inside the 40 at the 39. We're down to 9 seconds to go, and that'll be that.
David Sarver.
And Sarver has some words with one of the Aces linemen as the game will end. That's it. Mount Carmel has crushed Pana in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Your final score today, Mount Carmel 49 and Pana nothing. Aces host Quincy Notre Dame next Saturday here at the stadium. So Mount Carmel will play again next week. They move on at 9-1. This will be Jeremy Conklin.
Dedication and hard work help to develop the heart of a champion. Keep a positive attitude and never quit, and you'll be a champion at any task you undertake. George W. Woodcock, attorney at law, is engaged in the practice of law, specializing in divorce, personal injury, and estates. George W. Woodcock has always supported the athletic programs at Mount Carmel High School, and he extends his best wishes for a winning season for the Golden Aces football team. George W. Woodcock, located at 120 East 5th Street in Mount Carmel. Hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, evenings and weekends by appointment.
We deferred on the coin flip. We want to play defense first, and Jake Howard takes exactly one play to set the tone.
I tell you what, he's as good as corners we've ever had. He covers people. We put him out on islands. Mater Dei's got a really nice receiving group, and we're going to put him out there on the island still and force him to try to get that ball into him, because I think he's as good as we've ever had.
I know maybe in the last couple of weeks you had two quarterbacks in and out. There was a little cadence problem, and you said, let's center on Tarleton, and man alive, your passing even looked like Tarleton in that early season, at weeks 3 and 4, when he was really on fire.
Yeah, he was a little frustrated with himself, but the only thing I asked for him to do was be physical. I said, be physical when you run, and I said, that's going to keep you from getting hurt. And, every time he's gotten hurt, it's whenever he pulled up to take a blow. And, I want him to have a great basketball season in about 5 weeks, But, so I want him to stay healthy, too. And he really wanted to come back and start. And I tell you, Luke Drone's a class kid, because I talked to him on Thursday and said, Luke, I said, I'd like to go with Jeff full time. And I said, I think it'll help you out on defense. And he said, shoot, that's great with me, Coach. And, that's the reason why this team's had success. They're not playing for themselves. They're playing for each other.
Well, real quick on Luke, boy, what a hit. I know it was a flag down, but man, that was the hardest we've seen him hit somebody. Right?
Yeah, and I think he timed it perfect. I don't think and then he comes in and runs the option and does a couple of dipsy doodles, and, there'll be a lot of gray hair before he's done, but he does some nice things.
Well, you knew going into this was going to be a fullback kind of a day for our offense, and Crumley responded.
Crumley responded, so did Tyler Kirkman. I thought both those guys really early on, when they wanted to take John Adams away from us, those guys stepped up and made a lot of good plays for us.
Do we know anything about Quincy Notre Dame? I know Doug Peterson thinks back 26 years, but that's a whole other story.
We flew up last night and watched them. Bob Lahr, my old buddy, Captain, flew us up there, and Coach Smith and I watched them. And they're a good football team. They got great speed out of the tailback, and they got their quarterback kind of reminds you of another Drone, Todd Drone, which I really don't care to defend either. So those two guys have a lot of speed now. They've got a lot of guys going both ways, so I think maybe the advantage that we're looking for is to to wear them down.
Congratulations, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
As Aces coach John Hart.
You ask all the good questions. Now what am I supposed to do?
Follow up. Okay, that's all we need. That's all you got, man. Thank you very much.
Here come the Golden Aces. 2000 Mount Carmel High School Golden Aces football is brought to you by Robert Walter Furniture, Shell and Dirt Energies, Harris Insurance, Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel, Bishop Motors, the Airport, the Apothecary.